This is Jones C. Edwards Stadium in Huntington, West Virginia. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Marshall Thundering Herd. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in pregame with the Marshall head coach. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And it'll be a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gaines. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Gaines. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Defense.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Gaines. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Makes the grab. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So the Marshall Thundering Herd has the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing Fox. Catch in the middle, it's Culliver. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. Back to the ground game on the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They go play action with Fox. The throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Got his man. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
And that pass was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to help the defense. I think they jumped.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fox on the play action. That's caught. It's Culliver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job. Defense wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards. The O. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. He'll try to get it through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get him behind the sticks.
Makes the grab right down the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Stopped short of the 1st down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Never a doubt. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Running inside, it's Boston. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go right back to the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Marshall will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. On the ground with the counter. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
He'll try it again. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Gaines. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gaines. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They feed him again. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
The field goal is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's in open space downfield. Picks up the 1st down. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Goff. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Some misdirection with the counter. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Push down for the tackle.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it. Defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They kick it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or... Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. keeps it on the bootleg. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gaines. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking for a crease. It's Gaines. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. The run inside. It's Boston. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Marshall!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Goff. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Timeout taken by Boise State. 2nd time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown! State.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Crosses the 30. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Thundering Herd might just keep throwing that thing after that last one. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Just got to finish the play if you're the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got the quick pass. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's the Fighting Irish in the throes of what is right now a major upset. It's early, I shouldn't get ahead of myself, but this team believes and they could just pull this off. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now over to your game inside Jones C. Edwards Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that third down pass left a vapor trail. Complete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Finds his man. It's Wagner. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Tight end finds a soft spot. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Gaines. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's a little room there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Broncos are rolling down the field. On the move, it's Gaines. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Going to the running game. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field, but the run game has not been the problem today.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
But they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
To the air on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Running back searching for a hole. Might have a chance. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll give it to him again. Shows him the stiff arm. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Could not make his way to the corner. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Sends it back in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on fourth down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gaines. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Gaines. Breaks into the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Broncos come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Finding some room. The 10. Touchdown Broncos! Into the end zone. Breakaway score.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Through 3 quarters now, these wide receivers both big parts of the game plan. Here's how they stack up so far. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, from what I can see here on the Marshall sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to impose their will with the run. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Setting up the screen. Inside the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Goff. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Culliver. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st down from the 28. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the 4th quarter. Outbreaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds, and save yourself clock.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Gonna run it. It's Boston. Gain of 2 on the play. Sets up 3rd and 8.
And man, this is a big 3rd down coming up. What is this offense going to lean on? They've tried the run. They've tried the pass. Hasn't been great. They've got to put something together here trailing the 4th quarter.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary.
Maybe some room here. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Timeout taken by Boise State. 2nd time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Touchdown, Hurd! And they've got the lead in the final minute. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. He'll bring it out. It's gone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Finds his big tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Obviously, that was important. Got to get the 1st down. Now we got to get some chunk plays, get this ball across the 50 and get in scoring position.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.